Hello friends, check out this digital clock I made using an ESP32 and a 16x16-bit NEOPIXEL array. Now I don't know how a clock works, but I don't need to, because using an ESP32 you can ask Google what the time is. A link to the source code is in the description below, but the functionality of this build is pretty straightforward. The firmware connects over Wi-Fi to the internet on startup and sets up the pin for the input touch sensor and the output pin for the NEOPIXEL array. Once it's connected to the internet, the firmware simply checks the time at regular intervals, checks to see if the inputs have changed, builds an array of the content to display, and finally pushes that array to the NEOPIXELs. The touch sensor, when triggered, increments the value of a state machine, enum, which defines the output mode I want visible. So I can switch between a digital clock, an analog clock, and this relaxing light display. That's very nice. Very relaxing. On to the hardware. A good friend of mine, Dr. Mike Dibley, once joked, the funny thing about electronics is oftentimes it takes less time to write the firmware than it takes to build the box to put it in. That was certainly the case here, as I wanted to enter this design to an Instructables made with paper contest. Unfortunately, it became quite apparent that paper just didn't have the structural integrity I required, so I drew the light guide in Fusion 360 and printed it on the 3D printer, including a nice little border to hold the front sheet in place, which incidentally is the only piece still made out of paper. Thick paper, but paper nonetheless. Let me know in the comments if you make your own or something similar. Send me a link because I love to see cool Arduino builds, and I have a lot of free time at the moment. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for more random builds. And if you're annoyed where the trains are, I will be making trains again soon.